Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota2 Canada Cup Season 5. It is the group stages. We are here with Not Today versus Team eHug in Group C, our last game of the night. Thank you so much for joining us here on twitch.tv/Dota2 Canada Cup, or for those of you that are in the game. We do appreciate you supporting North and South American Dota. Very excited to have you here for our last game of the day. Like I said, Not Today, the mostly Peruvian squad, going up against Team eHug. Of course, the North American squad. Of course, my co-caster, Ryu Bor, is very familiar with this organization. My name is Mott. Ryu, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. The one team you could say I used to play on besides Pretty Boy Swag as I got picked up by, none other than Team eHug. Now they have another roster, and it's with a former player in Pandago. I honestly didn't think he'd be back here, but a year later, here he is.
There he is. Pandago, a veteran of the North American scene. And you can honestly say a lot of these players are. Infinity played with Dignitas for a period of time. He stood in for Quantic. He's one of my favorite players to watch. MJW is also very good. I've played with him once or twice. His anti-mage always stands out to me, but he usually plays the offlane role in almost any team that I've seen. Sorrow I know a bit about, not too much, and I don't know who Gamer123 is. I'm assuming that's just going to be a fake nick. If you have any insight there, I would love to hear it, but I don't know who that is.
I can't remember if I've seen Sorrow around, but I don't know who Yellow is, as you're saying. I think it's probably a nick of somebody. Yeah, the roster hasn't been doing too good, so they keep on switching up a lot of players here in the recent months, trying to, fan some things out. Before the qualifiers come up here, they need to find a way to get stable so they have a really good chance of really contesting in these TI4 or TI5 qualifiers.
And that's what everyone's going for, is the TI5 qualifiers. I mean, there's some big tournaments here and there, but for the most part, that's what everyone's aiming for. And to be fair, that's a pretty big spot to be aiming for. So you have to assume one of these teams from Dota2 Canada Cup at least gets close, if not makes it through the American qualifiers. But we have to get through this game first and foremost. I like a lot of the picks here. Team eHug get not only the sniper, but the Juggernaut as well. That is frightening, man. That's a lot. Ugh.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, both teams kind of had their ups and downs here. Team eHug definitely can just run at you with the Juggernaut, the Treant, and you'll get slowed for days by Skywrath, Tree with his Leech Seed, and Snipers, Shrapnel. But on the other end, Not Today. They have kind of a run-at-you lineup with Storm and Magnus, but also like the counter-initiation factor with the Earthshaker and Disruptor. So there's a lot of team control coming in from Not Today, as well as Team eHug with the Tree and Protector and Magnus. But like Not Today, if they can get on you, they're having their AoE team fight just seems a lot stronger, but Team eHug are trying to pick you apart one by one.
Yeah. The AoE from Not Today, you just mentioned it. It's huge. We're talking Blink RP Skewer into Static Storm, Echo Slam, Storm Spirit zipping in, blowing up your entire team. Theoretically, if there's a big team fight that breaks out and Mag hits a 3 to 5 man RP, you're going to lose the team fight. I don't know any other way of putting it. I don't see any way that some of these heroes survive that type of initiation, that type of AoE damage. It just isn't going to happen. But that all hinges on Not Today getting items, specifically getting the Mag Blink, getting an Earthshaker Blink, Disruptor getting level 6, which isn't that big of a deal, and Storm Spirit having a standard game, I'd say. Not getting shut down, which is very important. He should have an okay matchup against Sniper. Sniper could still do pretty well early, but I'm excited to see what Team eHug go for last. They have the Treant Scarif support duo, which is interesting. I think for people that pick Treant Protector, it's not necessarily about, the Ags upgrade, which people talk about a lot, or Living Armor, which is very good too. I think it's more about, right now, Nature's Guising, heading into the enemy jungle, and getting very, very early warding advantages. Seeing the enemy team, seeing where they are, and it's very difficult to deal with a Treant Protector. You have to pretty much buy an early gem, and I don't know if Not Today want to do that. I feel like warding's so huge for this hero.
Oh yeah, I would agree with you, man. The Tree is more along the lines of a buffed up Gondar. Sure, you can't do track or anything, but it's so hard to bring him down. He adds a lot more stability to the team fights with all of his heals, and just his Overgrowth is a really good AoE ulti for team fights as well, that sometimes you can just win the game off of too, if he's just an invis, or if he has a blink dagger and he just gets a 4-man or 5-man out of nowhere, overgrowth, then you're looking at yourself like, oh, I can't move, I can't do anything. What do we do here? And eHug can look to use that as their advantage here, but not today. All right, let's see. This is a last pick here. How much time they got? 50 seconds here.
I think
All right,
support,
I'll let you
right?
guess. All right, you guess. What do you think?
Support. They need a strong. I think they need a disabler. I think they're going to have Earthshaker in the offlane again. I think it's going to be a line here for not today. I'd be very surprised to see anything else. But then again, you want to be able to get... actually, I think line works because Disruptor will be the 5. Maybe line's the 4. You can switch off. Maybe they go for a jungler. I don't think that's the case. I am going to guess the line. That's my guess.
All right. I'm going to guess...
That's not what I was guessing.
I was going to say Savin or something crazy because I thought they would get...
Oh, they need a safe lane. You're right. My bad.
They need a carry or something. People haven't really been picking Savin, but I think Savin's a really great hero. And people don't know this, but if you
saw Sven yesterday.
Armor, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm a noob, but I mean, we haven't seen him that much, right? He's kind of like a niche pick or somewhere along the lines. But if you just pick that against a Juggernaut, I feel it does a lot. If he gets his Omni Slash off, all you have to do is just use Warcry, and that negates a lot of the physical DPS that's coming out from Juggernaut. It's kind of like the idea with the Axe using his Berserker's Call during a Jug ulti.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's really good just to nerf down the damage. What's our team eHug looking for? Probably an offlane hero.
Yeah.
So, what's good against a Viper? No, Storm. It'll probably be Storm safe lane. Viper mid. One of the two.
There's a lot to go for here. I don't know. There's what is the? They could go Tide like we saw last game, but that didn't really work out well for Rebeldes.
It'd be really cool to see a Centaur, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think Centaur would be nice too, but then it's just the heroes that could go from right from lane into jungle they are pretty much banned out. The Axe and the Bat Rider specifically. I guess you could do the same thing with the Tide.
10 seconds remaining.
Sand King, all right, that's a North American staple. It started out with Yoki doing it, and then of course people in NAL picked it up and thought, hey, this is cool. We're gonna run with this. We'll see how this works out, and it's seen a lot of play. Specifically, I don't think any other North American team has seen play with it except for like Universe does it all the time. So it's kind of interesting actually. I'm a big fan of the pick.
Oh yeah, I think it's probably the best last pick here. You need some kind of initiation tool, right? Jug is just gonna go in. You don't want really him to be spinning. You want to go in with your Mask of Madness and pop your ulti. So what you need is an initiate hero, and Tree's not going to be doing that. Skywrath can maybe slow him, set up, but you need a reliable lockdown, a reliable stun, and Sand King fulfills that role. Also can get his Blink Dagger at a relatively good time. And as you're talking about the jungling hero, that's one that we definitely overlooked, and I think it's going to work out great for them this game. All right, I'm going to ask you the question. Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know, man, because I haven't seen enough of eHug. Not today. Looked shaky in their first game. Second game, they looked very strong.
That's a cop-out question.
I guess eHug. I will go with eHug.
I was going to say the same thing along your lines, where Not Today looked really bad in the first game, where and then the second game, it's against a team that's really unknown, but eHug's kind of known. They got some good players on their team, and I don't know. Their early game from Not Today was really sketchy. I just think, I think eHug definitely... Oh, it really does depend on this Viper, man. I think the back is on the Viper and the Magnus RPs right now.
Yeah, it always is, but it is Smash playing the Magnus. That is the biggest thing here in the legendary Smash, if you will. They're going to go 5-mid aggression bottom, unsurprisingly, to look for a kill. MJW is going to walk out and spot out the entire team. Fisher animation went but canceled, so they won't find a hero. They'll probably throw up a ward or two in the jungle and then back up. Magnus Smash does have one on him. Maybe he throws it mid. They throw up a sentry here. That should block. That is a very difficult sentry to deward. And then they throw up another ward here. So this is going to block this camp as well as this camp. So there's two wards blocking up a single camp. And even if they counter ward this one, they're not going to be able to find this one until a little bit later. Although this one, it's going to dissipate in about 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes now. So because it is a sentry, not the biggest deal. We'll see.
They lost, man. They started off with boots first tree.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
there's no
sentries.
Now there's no sentries, man.
They have nobody close to buying sentries either. They're like at both like 30 or 50 gold. Like that's pretty terrible. You can't get to the sentry. 200 gold, pretty far off for eHug supports. It's going to take them a while. An aggro tri-lane versus a defensive dual lane for the time being. They're going to send Pandago
Mid
mid.
lane, they're coming in.
Shrapnel.
Pandago with the leech seed. Van's getting slowed down. This could be first blood. They have another shrapnel to come over. Another
dead.
punch in the face. Bam.
It's already a secured lane coming out for the sniper, but this means that Sorrow is getting no farm bottom. I mean, but that's fine. I don't really think they could do much anything in that bottom lane anyways. They can't really help out with a Trent who has leech seed. He could kind of run up and maybe right-click them, but Fisher, right-click from Viper is too strong early on, especially with poison attack. No Thunderstrike yet. There's a lot on the back of MJW here on the Skywrath Mage to get some decent chunk of damage through with this Arcane Bolt. But solo Smash versus solo Infinity. We'll see how this lane turns out for both of them.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Normally you'll see what Infinity's doing. It's putting points in the Caustic Finale. He shouldn't put too much in. Oh, okay, well, Smash decided to go for that Skewer instead of that last hit. And it's funny. I don't think he should max Caustic Finale. Probably keep it at 2. Is pretty good. He wants to get up his Sandstorm so he can go back into the jungle as well. Like you can have your support stacking like Pandago was going to do. He's going to be stacking here. I mean, the only way to really clear this out is to get up your Sandstorm. Unless you want to use an Epicenter on creeps. Hey,
Whatever works, man.
Yeah, whatever works for you, man.
No, he's not going to do that. He will get Sandstorm at some point in time. Caustic Finale, though, against a melee hero is very, very good. And he might just like wait to get like certain points at Sandstorm, or not Sandstorm, but like max out his Earth or Burrow Strike. Maybe not get that level 6 point into Epicenter because he wants to like farm a bit more. That might be the case. He's already off to a very fast start because he is getting free farm top lane. He is going to take some damage. Smash not taking that much from Caustic Finale. Bottom lane. Finally, Sorrow getting some room to work with. Concussive Shot, Leech Seed. This is not the easiest hero to go through, but he doesn't have a point. Corrosive Skin. The supports leave him alone, and they just kill him. They have this ward here. They see exactly what they're doing, which is just taking creep camps, and the Viper's like, where were you guys? I'm dead. I'm just dead now, so nice play there. Meanwhile, they will get a kill on the Storm Spirit mid with, of course, the Sniper. That's just how a Sniper works, I guess, with Shrapnel and right-clicking. Missed that one. Top lane, some actions happening, but nothing real crazy, so 2 kills across the board.
I was keeping my eyes peeled, because at any moment Frankie can just like one-shot the hero if he has all the Caustic Finale set up. But it's really interesting to see. Once the Storm Spirit's behind in the lane, it's really hard to come back from, and he's a level down now. It's going to be really hard for Van without some rotations over, and it's really hard to rotate when you have this aggressive tri-lane too with the Viper. I mean, you saw what happened. They left him for like 2 seconds. He died. And
he needed that Corrosive Skin, man. I don't think it would have saved him, but he needed something. He needed more tankiness.
Yeah, he needed boots too.
Yeah.
He got the boots at as he was dying, but he didn't have them before, which definitely cost him his life.
Yep. Unfortunate start for the Viper. I mean, he's getting free farm. I mean, it's not like Sorrow's getting anything out of this lane. That kill is nice, but the trade-off is that Infinity and Gamer123, whoever that may be, are not dominating. Well, at least Gamer is dominating his lane. Infinity's having a good time in his lane. I wouldn't say dominating. He's doing pretty well, though. He'll pick up a bounty rune as he has, of course, a bottle. Thunderstrike, Concussive Shot. Okay, as a haste rune, Fisher's going to come out. MJW is going to get living armor, and I don't think that's going to save him. Healing Ward might, though. MJW eats a tree. They kill the Healing Ward. Okay, needs one more right click. Couldn't get it. A lot of emphasis put on that kill specifically. Couldn't find it. Sorrow, though, spends a lot of time trying to help out his ally, and means that, again, he's not getting farm down bottom. That's the trade-off. The Sniper and the Sand King getting farmed. Juggernaut, not so much.
Yeah. And pretty interesting. Top lane. Oh, they got a stun. He could have. That was definitely a kill. That was definitely on a kill if Frankie had just hit in a creep, because none of those creeps were Caustic Finale. Oh, that was...
Caustic Finale doesn't work on allied
bottom
creeps,
lane, though. Airshaker. Probably going to go down here.
Leech Seed. Oh, that was the longest range Leech Seed I've ever seen. Glimpse back. Can he get the last right click? He can. That actually kind of helps him so that the Viper can't get the kill. Pandago getting chased down as well. Has a Tango to eat, but he'll be fine. He doesn't even need it. He's got get a clarity up. He might eat a tango and just regen up a little bit more and look to maybe stack. He's only level 2. I don't know if that was a kill top. I don't know if Infinity had a creep wave or an enemy creep wave, because you can't. I don't think you can use Cost of Finale on allied creeps. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work.
He had a chance to hit the no, because he got 2 CS from the stun.
Okay.
And then there was definitely a creep low enough for him to hit before he stunned immediately.
Right.
But yeah, 4-0 so far. They're even setting up on top lane. They have the epicenter. Phase boots will be the option for Infinity here.
My God, what a build! I wish Montpax was with us to give us the stats on this one, but he's walking in. Burrow Strike, epicenter is gonna go. Ancient Seal. They should be able to get this conch shot. Absolutely, Fisher's gonna be too late if it does come. Ownage is called. Infinity gets the kill. Nice block. He might be in trouble. Now the Storm comes in, living armor, but is it going to be enough? The last right click comes in and Van will get the kill. Still level 1 living armor, I believe. Yeah, he's level 2 on Pandago. Yeah. So finally the first kill comes out for Not Today, and it is the Storm Spirit getting it, and a much needed kill at that. How much did that give him? 353 gold, which at 6 minutes is a lot. That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, and if that was a level, as you were saying, just one more level in Pandago and he would have lived. Guaranteed, so, just because of the block damage, the amount of regen, and the extra tick.
TP bottom. It is going to be coming in from the Sand King, who, again, has phase boots. No. And they're going to go for a late shade onto the Viper here. Kinetic Field coming out. That should stop the gank. Nice play. Really good reaction time for the Disruptor. I mean, I guess not that good. He only had to hit his E button, but still, it was enough.
Yeah, it kind of went a link a little bit too soon there, right? He still had the Invis rune. It wasn't wearing off. I was looking at the duration, so they still had that opportunity, but this is kind of good for Not Today, right? Just a little bit. Their Storm got a kill there. He's a little bit back in the game. He went to the jungle. He's kind of caught up a little bit. He's still 1,000 net worth behind the Sniper, but still, you can kill Sniper at any moment if you just get a good zip and some help. And with the tree being so underleveled right now, you can't reliably live from the living armor right now.
He needs levels. I don't know where he's going to get them. Maybe they get the Sniper in the jungle and then send him mid. Just find experience anywhere. Well, they're going to go for a Burrow Strike top lane. They won't find it on Smash. Actually goes right into the creep wave. Infinity prioritizing creeps instead of anything else. He actually goes for a wand. So this is going to be the longest, I think, Blink Dagger that... it should have been a Blink, like, at this point in the game right now with how much farm he's gotten. But because it goes Phase, Bottle, and a Magic Wand, instead of going Brown Boots, Blink Dagger... He will forgo the Blink Dagger for a long period of time. In fact, not getting Sandstorm. Burrow Strike comes in. Regen Rune picked up for the Sand King. Living Armor going as well. It is only level 1 again. He still has that Regen Rune. Ancient Seal coming out. Burrow Strike into 3. Shrapnel's going to fly. Assassinate going through. They need this Burrow. Can they get it off? Assassinate dodged by the huge usage of that Ball Lightning. I don't think it would have killed him. But actually would have. He was low enough. That would have killed him. That would have brought him down. Oh, that Assassinate saving his life. That was very close, and he would not be able to afford that death. That death would have really hurt him.
Yeah, I think maybe Infinity had enough time to cast the Burrow Strike. It was really close.
Very close.
Very close.
Pandago gets level 3 finally, by the way. Just heads up.
There we go.
Yeah, not that
counting levels. Counting the levels of the trees is the most important factor in Dota now.
That's right. That's what I'm doing every cast from now on. All right, what level is the Treant, Trev? What level is the Treant, everybody? It's level fucking 2. Great. Back to the regular game. Pandago is just, he's having a rough time, man. That's all there is to it. Whereas supports on Not Today aren't having much better times, but at least they're levels higher than him. Level 5 coming out for the Earthshaker as well as the Disruptor. So those big ultimates are going to be coming soon. And you won't have Overgrowth. It's not the most important ultimate in the game, but at the same time, it's more about Nature's Guise levels, Living Arm levels. That's what it really is about. So they're shutting at least one hero down, if not 2, with the Juggernaut. So,
well, let's look at the counters to the tree ulti on the other side. Like, you can zip, you got skewer, and that's about it, really.
No real Manta builders except for a Viper, which I don't know if he goes for that item.
Yeah, it's kind of good in these team fights. Just, but I agree with you in the sense where Pandago needs to get his levels up for the living armor, and he definitely needs one of Nature's Guys to go play scouting duty.
He's just sitting so far back. I mean, it's fine that they're giving Sorrow levels, but he's got to find his own experience. I'm not going to harp on it too much. There was 80 last hits for the sniper, by the way. He has a full mom, phase boots, and Arquila.
I was going to talk about that if you weren't.
So farmed. Oh, my God.
I mean, he cleared out about a 4 or 5 stack in the jungle, and he's definitely keep on going mid lane, keep on going jungle, keep on mid lane. This is a really great timing. And they haven't found a way top lane. There goes the epicenter on Smash and the silence. No support rotation. He's going to be going down here.
Yes. As soon as Infinity, we talked about how much he spent on these early game items. He now gets up to 1,600. No Sandstorm. Did he level? He hasn't put that 8th point in anything yet. He's holding on to it. He's 7 points currently, looking to put that 8th into something soon. He's thinking about it. We'll see if he puts it into the Sandstorm or if he decides to go for something else. This is one of those rare cases where you see Caustic Finale doing work, but it's mostly for the laning advantage, and I don't know how much it's going to do late game. But they might get this tier 1 tower. There's nobody rotating up here. In fact, somebody TP'd bottom. I think it was the Earthshaker. No, maybe not. TP top lane, it's going to be Smash. Ancient Seal comes out from MJW. They don't get the tower. The Catapult will finish it off. Now the Conch Shot coming in. Skewer's available. Looking for the RP, MJW. They actually predicted his movements very well. The right click, now they get the RP. Infinity, he can't give this kill away. The pull is up, he's going to burrow out. The overload, Shockwave, big kill come out from Smash. They take 2, they lose the tower, yes, but still, that's a very important rotation from Van as well. That's huge.
You know, that's the part of the game where I start blaming my support players for like, hey, I'm trying to help you, man, and I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna feed my life. And
that's where I would blame you. I would be like, no, just don't come after me. Pandego is gonna fall. The Fisher comes out. The Viper Strike as well. I would be like, listen, Ryu, you don't have to come back and save me. Just get out. Like that's what I would say. So
right. I'd be like, I'm trying to be a hero, man. I'm trying to be a hero. It's okay. Frankie or Infinity, I understand your pain, man. But still, Sniper just got the mid tower. So you could say space created or whatever you want. No deny being had and the last hit to Sniper. I mean, if you wanted a better pitcher for a Sniper for his early game, this is like pitcher perfect.
The only thing they could do differently is if they would just feed bodies over to the Sniper. That's the one thing that could maybe go crazy here. But, the amount of CS he has, I'm sure, is enough. 96 at 12.5 minutes into the game is pretty ridiculous. He gets a full Yasha, by the way, at 12 minutes. They are ganking him, though, and I think he should die here. There's a Haste Rune. I think they saw the Courier. No, the Overload's going to, or the Remnant's going to come out. Shrapnel, they see him on the high ground. Oh, my. He needs to get back further than what he is right now. If he survives this, oh, Mask of Madness, he's going to get the Disruptor. Static Storm goes. Can't get out of the kinetic field. Living Armor, they can't chase this any further. Fisher comes out, maybe they will. He's in trouble. Living Armor's not there. Pandego gets the leech seed. Van with the haste through. Now Pandego's going to get chased down. Now on the backside, here comes NJW. They throw up the Conch Shot. Omni Slash is going to go to cancel the TP. Turns it into a 2-for-1, maybe a 3-for-1 Infinity. Looking for a Burrow Strike. He will find it. Epicenter's going to go. Skewer cancels it. Late Seed got to come out as well. Pandego so low. Will go down. Infinity Sandstorms it up. Ancient Seal. Arcane Bolt. RP misses from Smash. Van going to die to the urn. There's the Burrow Strike. He could have used it on Smash. Sorrow can't quite get there. Infinity has no Burrow for 5. There's the urn coming out. Body block maybe. Conch Shot's going to go. Smash. Silent stuff. This is going to be yet another kill. Burrow Strike comes out. Double kill for Infinity. eHug. Turning it around. Big plays from Frankie on that Sand King. Beautifully done, and Sorrow reaps the rewards because of it.
Yep. Well, oh man, that RP miss. That's the only thing I'm really thinking about at the end. Earthshaker did get picked off with the Omni Slash in the back line, and then that's where we saw why we didn't see Sorrow having it there. But with those pickoffs now, he's up to 3-0 on his Juggernaut. He has his Mask of Madness. Sniper with his Mask of Madness a long time ago. Now they're Mask buddies. They're going to a ball or whatever. And yeah, having a ball here.
Infinity,
Frankie.
Burst Strike. Yeah, he's dead. They move away from the Enchant Totem. That's just an easy kill. Kinetic Field one into Sorrow. He phases. He gets out. He's just not in the best spot. Viper finally gets the knight at 14 minutes. He goes Treads too, which I'm not a big fan of, but I guess in this game maybe just to be a bit more tanky with all the damage coming out. Shrapnel's gonna fly. I don't know where that was. Concussive Shot's gotta come in. Sorrow doesn't have Omni Slash. Urn Charge going. He's powered up. Burrow Strike, Blink coming in. Mystic Flare, see you later, just the way. Smash caught out as well. Doesn't have RP. Nice usage of the Fisher. Gamer looking for some more pot shots from the sniper, but all of a sudden it looks like 5-man Dota coming out. Pandago finally hits level 4. It took him a while, but there he goes. And they're going to try to take the 2-1 tower.
This is so bad for Not Today, because Mikey J. White, he leveled up his Ancient Seal max, and Infinity is going to be going in. That's the Assassinate coming on. Will he be able to get him? Yeah, nice Fissure blocks off. Smash? Gonna be, no, Earthshaker going to go down. Smash is next.
Nice 2-man RP coming in, but they don't have the damage. Gamer gets the kill. They'll lose Pandago. Buyback on Smash as well. Kinetic Field and Static Storm glimpse back in. They miss it. They missed the Static Storm Burrow Strike, but it looks like they will actually lose. Their Sniper, triple kill coming up from Van. 4 down. Good buyback coming in from Not Today. This might be what they need. The fight recap shows them getting 1,700 gold from that engagement. Buyback most certainly worth it to get that skewer back in from Smash. Beautifully done. MJW, the squishiest hero in the game on the Skywrath Mage, somehow survives all of that. But really well played. Not today. They need a lot more than just that fight, though. They're going to have to get that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, they need that tower, too. That was actually a really bad buyback coming in from Smash, because now he was up to, like, I would want to say he had 1,300 gold. He used the buyback, and he didn't get a kill. Like, when you buy back, you have to get a kill, else you get 0 money. And it really hurt.
Soul Running.
He's got Yules.
He's going to Yules himself. No Overgrowth. Mystic Flare's going to go, but Ancient Seal, of course, wasn't there, and they couldn't get the kill. So he zips away. All of his mana gone. Regenning up with Soul Ring bottle charges. The Yules is very good, like you talked about. And the Ancient Seal getting taken off, obviously, pretty important.
Yeah, Smash has been hurting just because MJW's had max Ancient Seal for a long time. He's gotten some nice levels, and when you're silenced for 6 seconds on a Magnus, I feel his pain. I feel his pain.
You can't do anything.
It's like, yeah, when you're going against a Rubik sometimes too, and he can just like easily lift you and steal RP, it's like even worse than that, it feels, because unless you have a BKB, he can instantly pop his Ancient Seal on you as you're blinking in. I mean, as long as it's daytime or you have a ward, Smash is going to be countered at a lot this game. So not even having his Blink Dagger, 17 minutes in the game, he's definitely gotten shut down this game, and not looking too good for him.
Maybe eventually he gets that Blink Dagger, suddenly the game turns around, but as it stands right now, they're going to smoke up and keep the pressure on him. They'll walk right into him. Smash is going to skewer away. Blink, Burrow, misses. He canceled his RP. Frankie, no. Oh, I heard it go. I looked at the cooldown, and yep, sure enough, Frankie canceled his RP. That's down for 130 seconds.
Rip Epicenter. Rip the Epi.
Or Epi, sorry. I'm getting confused now.
I got you, man. Subtle helps. The subtle help.
Yeah. Anyways, 9K net worth. Suddenly Van's the most farmed hero in the game. I don't know how that happened, but he's got to find Sorrow. Pull in the Fissure Static Storm, and he's just, I think he's just dead. He's got nothing to help him out there. No Met Cell, no BKB. Nice kill. That's huge, actually. The rubber band, I don't think it's truly a rubber band. They weren't that far ahead, but we talked about the team fight for Not Today and how big it is, and they're showing it right now.
I mean, they just blew everything on all the other heroes. Then Disruptor came in, as well as the Storm, and they just kind of did cleanup duty when they had no mana left on eHug, no spells left, and it's very interesting to see. Yeah, Storm Spirit getting a lot from that last team fight, definitely snowballing now, and it could be a very big problem. We might see Sniper. No, we'll probably see Sniper and Jug still go for the Danjin Yashas into the Scotties. Maybe you want to give a BKB for the Disruptor and the Earthshaker, but with the Storm Spirit not going for that Orchid, you don't have to really worry about him silencing you, but he's going to have a big mana pool to be working with now that this Bloodstone's done.
I'd be very surprised to see them not pick up a BKB at some point in this game. Whether that's now or later remains to be seen. Not Today have certainly come back into the game. They pretty much have evened up the net worth right now with that tier 2 tower being taken. Pandago still can't find his way to the enemy jungle. No gem yet for Not Today, but that could happen pretty quickly. They could pick that up soon. And Smash, actually, with that tower and a bit more farm, is up to his Blink Dagger finally. There it is. It's coming out in about 5 gold. And that's a Bloodstone and a Yule's done at 19.5 minutes for Van, despite getting obliterated earlier on in this game.
Right. He was like 0-2 at 5 minutes in. Then he came back.
Yeah.
Came back to be for like 7-1. So it was a really good turnaround from him. And they don't really have much to deal with him, right? They have to rely all their hopes of pinning down the Storm are on Sand King into maybe an Omni Slash or Sand King into the Skywrath Mage. So they need to be making this stuff happen right now. I would like to see, you know, eHug maybe act like they're putting 3 people bottom lane and then have the Sand King and Infinity and MJW smoke up and try to go find the Storm. Try to get that solo pick off, but it's really hard because he has that Yules and the Bloodstone now. I don't even know if they could burst him down anymore.
It's really tough. So you Ancient Seal, then he Yuleses, then you Blink Burrow, and hope that he doesn't Ball Lightning away by the time you do that. It's very difficult. And even if you Blink Burrow, do you have the damage? That's the real question. I think you do with like Omni Slash and right click from a sniper, but Roche is going to be taken by Not Today. And of course, eHug are maybe going to head over there. And actually, I think they see them. They backed up. They got very scared. Very scared. There's no dire ward around here, is there? I think they might have saw them. I don't know where they saw them, but they do back out of the pit. Maybe they thought they couldn't take it. They didn't do enough damage. That might have been the key. They don't really do that much. Smoke of Deceit coming through. They didn't see it. And Pandago might scout this out with Nature's Guy. I still see him. Yeah, he's going to see at least one. And they all need to back up. They see Van. He's going to jump in. Sorrow, Ancient Seal, Blink Burrow, Mystic Flare. That's what they needed. They couldn't get the Yules off in time. But RP on to 3 coming in. Buyback in for Van. Skewer out. 2 dead. 3 dead. Gamer's about to fall. Try to get out. The Mom still going. Now gone. Van. Fault Lightning's all the way in. Echo Slam. 3 dead. 4 dead. Coming out from the side of eHug. Not today. Smash. SB Pastor. 3-man RP into Static Storm. Say goodnight, eHug. That is going to be Not Today taking the lead in net worth, getting Roshan, getting the Aegis. I don't know about that buyback. I'm not sure if it was necessary coming up for the Storm, but at least they get something done with it. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know if it was necessary. Sniper might have gotten away. But definitely a huge RP into Static Storm. That's what you like to see. Coming in from your supports. I mean, all their attention's onto the Storm Spirit. What do? Immediately clump up and smash a great looking RP there. And yeah, they're able to do Roshan now. Sadly, they're not going to get the tier 1 mid. But they can always do that next if they really want to. Maybe wait for the RP. And then, you know, and then go.
RP is up in 39 seconds, so we'll see what they want to do. I don't think Not Today want to push the pace of this game. eHug kind of want to get this team fight back. They're going to find MJW. Ancient Seal, he gets the Yules off. Omni Slash is going to go. Bounces up to the Yules. Ball Lightning in. They need a Burrow Strike. They won't find it. Blade Fury's going to fly. Infinity low. Overgrowth, he does get out, but only for a moment. Van actually now going to try to go on Gamer, but he's going to use the Aegis, it looks like. Now they need to back away. Viper does have a mech. They won't go any further. 1-for-1 trade. Ball Lightning back across the river.
Yeah, that Aegis wasn't worth it at all. That was very questionable from Van there. I mean, he could have lived, right? Instead, he tried to go for the sniper kill. The rest of the team got slowed up by the shrapnel, and they really couldn't pursue anymore. So they're just like kind of wasting that opportunity to really siege with it.
Yeah, now he's got the 1 life. Obviously the Bloodstone helps, but Midas done for Disruptor. He knows that this game could go late, and best possible way to get an Aghanim Scepter is methodically Midasing on cooldown, making sure you get that money. That mech from just the way. He's like, I'll get you with the mech, and then Disruptor's like, no, I'm just going to go home. Don't even worry about it. So it was a bit of a mistime there. But you're right. I think also eHug did a really good job really thinking about the timing that RP was going to be up, which we had talked about a moment beforehand. They smoked up. They realized RP was not there. They go in. Yeah, they lose Infinity, but they do get a couple of kills in the process. Well, just the one on the Earthshaker, actually.
Yeah. It was a good... as long as you get the Aegis, too, it's really good. Yeah. And they have eyes of, the Epicenter is going to come from Frankie. Van's going to get silenced.
Nice Yules. I think he will live. Barely, though. They need to assassinate. Just Van has too much mana to work with. And they did one other hero there. I like the play from Frankie. It just wasn't enough. And now with that on cooldown, I don't know what they do. Because I think this tower is just going to go down this tier 1. They probably won't. They should glyph it. No, or not. Assassinate onto a hero with pretty good magic resistance and tankiness with the Sanjin Yasha.
Dire's
Van
top
smoked
tower
up.
is
They're
under
looking for
attack.
something here. 1,200 gold in the bank. Nice positioning so far from eHug being on the
Radiant's
very high
middle
ground.
tower is under attack.
I don't see them going down to the low ground until they see some heroes on the map. Shrapnel goes. If they see Nate River, they could go on him. The Disruptor could be a juicy target.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Force Blink combo from Smash is very potent. Maybe he can get a couple of heroes with the RP with Force Blink to extend his range on that deadly ability. What's going to happen now?
Force Staff is kind of the right item to go for, but he really needs the BKB. As long as they're initiating on the Storm, though, with the Sand King, then your Smash can really do whatever he wants. Because if they're not initiating on the Storm Spirit with Sand King, they're not getting the kill. And realizing this...
I honestly don't know. Like, I feel like if they go onto the Storm, Smash has got to jump in an RP. If they go onto Smash, Storm is going to be able to zip around and kill the sniper in the back lines, and maybe even Sorrow.
Or kill the Skywrath.
Or that
if
too.
you don't go for the Sand King, you go for the Skywrath Mage. There's just way too much pressure on Infinity to really get anything done this
He needs
game.
like a double. They need to line up. He needs to double burrow them. That would be the dream for Infinity.
That's like the only thing he can really do. I mean, I was going to talk about this earlier in the game, but didn't get really much time. The one thing that's good for the side of eHug is that they don't really have an empower buff user like a Juggernaut or a Savin themselves. All they got is a Storm Spirit. Sure, overpowers decent on him, and a Viper. This all there's no AOE cleave. There's no melee cleave. So it's not really as scary. So that's one good thing. Even though Smash is playing the Magnus, it's all for the RP this game. It's not really helping out buff up too much. I mean, Storm with the overload, that's about it.
There's no Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord Magnus is a disgusting combo, and if you pick it in your pubs, then you deserve to be shot.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're going to say something very mean there, and I just
Like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Yawar had, like, decent farm on Troll Warlord the other night, and then they had a Magnus, and he had, like, a 6-stacked Ancients, and he got empowered. He killed it in about 5 seconds. So stupid.
It's kind of silly. Send back. Nate Rivers.
Assassinate? He might be in trouble. Leech Seed going through. He's got a Static Storm. Pandago's going to get caught. So one ultimate down. They don't get the tier 2 tower. The Illusion's trying to go to work, but can't quite get it. They're chasing after MJW. They won't find him.
Radiant's top tower is
Pandago
under
died
attack.
for really no reason there. The tower's in deny range also. God, that tower's so low. Nate Rivers just going to be like, all right, 2 hit it. 3 hit it. Poor
Dire's
Disruptor.
middle tower
Got
has
no
been
freaking right click.
denied.
Well, this is very interesting now. Because I'm trying to think of ways for eHug to really get back into this game, right? Because I told you the problem is the initiate factor.
Radiant's middle
I mean,
tower
you don't
is
have
under
to
attack.
initiate it if you have a sniper high ground, right? And you just defend for about 50
Dire's
minutes.
bottom tower
Or,
is under
I mean,
attack.
100 minutes or 150
Radiant
minutes.
structures
Because you got
are
a sniper.
fortified.
And you got a tree who has
Radiant's
living
middle
armor.
tower
So this
is
is
under
this
attack.
combo for the later stages of the game is nasty. And if
Dire's
eHug
bottom
mess
tower
up this
is under
mid fight
attack.
for this tier 2, it could be all over. Or it could not be all over, right? I mean, we've seen Sniper hold down 2 Raxes for about like 40-50 minutes
Dire's
too.
bottom tower
This is a
under
very dangerous
attack.
play, though. Zip up to the high ground. Burst Rake's going to go. Ancient Seal. They need to kill him. Force out. Yule's up. He'll stay alive. Omni Slash did it go already. RP onto 2. Ball Lightning. Pandago will be the first to fall. Nice Blade Fury band. Taking some harass, but Sorrow's going to be left out. Looks like they're going to just bring him down. Everyone's backing up from eHug. They also lost Infinity in that process. Glimpse
Oh,
back
here
in.
comes
No.
the setback.
Gamer, he's not going to make it out. Assassinate's going to go on to Nate River, but the Fish is going to stop it. Ultra kill. This is what you were talking about, man. This is the
I don't-
mid-fight that went disastrously wrong. That might just lead into a Rax.
It's like there's no point in defending that tier 2 at all. I mean,
Radiant's
just
middle
defend your
tower
high ground.
is
You have
under
a sniper. You have the counter initiate with Sand King if they really go on you, and it's just discipline. You have to be very disciplined. You can't just want to do that. I mean, they have buyback here. Van is pretty low. He's got 13 Bloodstone charges, so if he dies, his full team's going to be full HP too. That could turn the team fights as well.
They still have Echo Slam, no Blink Dagger. Infinity's going to jump in, double burrow, Smash will fall. Nice kill, but they're Infinity in trouble. Getting ulted, Static Storm, Ball Lightning out even after the overgrowth from Van. He's able to get out, no problem whatsoever. just, I guess, a kill for a kill. I guess any trade at this point is fine. They lose at tier 3. They defend their racks, but they had to buy back in the sniper to do so. I really thought that maybe BKB would have been the right option, but they're not anywhere close. Sorrow does have an Ogre Club, but he's still very far away. Gamer is not even building the BKB at this point. And not today. For eHug, they just could have sat back. They really could have. They could have just waited it out. Throw up shrapnels. Right-click with your sniper.
Right.
You're not in any danger of losing at this point in the game.
Split push, man. Split push. You have a Juggernaut that's really hard to kill. He can Mask of Madness. He could just use Blade Fury, right? All right, so they have RP, and that's about it. So Smash has to be there to cancel out his. He can play really aggressive and split push. The Sand King can too, right? He can instantly push out the waves with Burrow Strike and Caustic Finale. You don't have to necessarily take these team fights straight up. You could be doing a lot more different things while you're just turtling with Sand King, Shrapnel, as well as the living armor from the tree. I mean, you saw in these last team fights, eHug have to realize, all right, we keep on losing because of our Sand King is our only playmaker right now. You just have to keep farming and wait for your Juggernaut and your Sniper to have BKBs or more items.
Agreed. I don't think that was the right fight to take. They put so much emphasis on that Storm Spirit. He got forced away from the Ancient Seal, or rather the Mystic Flare, and then he got forced away from the Juggernaut as well, who was looking to Omni-Slash. He Omni-Slashed to Yule's target. Just does nothing. And they couldn't get the kill. And then Smash comes in, blows up everybody else. Not a great fight. Focus firing, tunneling, whatever you want to call it. Not super effective when you can't get the kill. Storm is a lot tankier than maybe they anticipated.
See what you did there. Not super effective.
See, if you use the word "not" in any context, then people will just immediately assume it's a pun based on "not today."
I know. It's so annoying too, right? Because you're just saying normal words you use every day, and it's like, oh, you're trying to make a pun. No,
I'm like, I totally am not trying to do that. And then you see, I did it again. Yeah, exactly.
I was proving my point because I knew I was baiting you into that saying too.
You were mind gaming. No, there's no way you were that meta in that. You're insane. So, for now, eHug have to get something going for not today. They just have to really, I think, wait for Roche, bait out another fight like that, bait another Blink RP like the one Smash just gotten, and go from there. I don't really know if there's anything else they need to do. It's really about that Aegis. I don't see the issue here for not today. The onus is on eHug to try to defend, to try to split push, to try to get items, specifically the BKBs, which we've put very big emphasis on in the past couple of minutes. Maybe they get the tier 2 top tower. It looks like not today aren't in position to take this fight, and they'll walk up there. There's actually no TP on Mag, so. Or it looks like eHug aren't just gonna, they don't know where everyone is. They're not gonna go for this, and I guess that's a smart idea when you have no vision, but they could have taken that tier 2 tower without any problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a Viper that can just siege the high ground, you can't even go on him. And then with the Storm going to be picking up the Aegis here, it's going to be very hard for eHug to be holding their Raxes now. And it's going to be very interesting to see now that the Lincoln Sphere and the Heart are up on these main cores in Van and Just Away. And we'll see if they can hold the high ground. I mean, I wanted them to do it last team fight. They didn't, but we'll see if they can this time, though. And it's without a tier 3 tower. That's... I don't know what... You're stacking the deck eHug. Oh, my goodness. Fandango found out.
Easy kill. That was just barely the range of the Sentry. It was right about here. And they get the Roche, too.
Aegis deny.
Not quite. Aegis is going to get picked up by Van. There's a Heart on the Viper, go down mid, take a Rax, take a fight, win the game. That is not today's thought process right now. And eHug they're struggling. They're struggling to find a way to defend. And I honestly think that not today are in such a good spot right now. They're in so good of a position. They have a 10,000 net worth lead. They'll ball landing all the way up onto Infinity. Are you kidding me? You see that zip that he just used?
And his stun's on cooldown too, so it's a really easy takedown.
You blew it.
Infinity used it to farm.
That's just he zipped from like the he zipped from the top rune spot into the lane.
It's okay, man. It's okay. He's got full mana now.
He just
like he didn't even do anything.
43.7 mana regeneration with the Yule's Bloodstone and a Lincoln Sphere, up to 1,895. 1,895, I should say. Right. That's a Rax mid, probably. Glyph's gonna go without Infinity. I mean, he can buy back. He might have to. Assassinate goes. They could go to the bottom as well because there's no tier 2 there. Scotty is picked up finally. MJW's going to get jumped on. Van will probably jump out in a moment. Easy kill again.
Yeah, they need to find a way to buy back, or no, wait for the Infinity to come up. I mean, they can defend this bottom tower if they get too grouped up, eHug, and get out of position. Maybe they can defend, but still, you're letting this Storm just regen all of Bruno. Oh my god,
that Disruptor. He was trying to avoid that last Assassinate. It's like, please mech me. He just dies.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright, no Static Storm. Maybe they can do something with this. It'll be a 4v4 fight until MJW gets up to 10. Assassinate into the Viper, ball lightning in. Overgrowth coming through. They're going to try to find the kill. Omnislash going in just the way. In trouble. Looks like he will fall. Echo Slam, RP canceled. Uses it onto 2. Buyback from the Sand King. Gamer's going to go down. No buyback. He just got the Scotty. Juggernaut still dead. Not buying back. The Epicenter going through. Gets Yulesed up. Enchant Totem. Not nearly enough damage. Even onto the Earthshaker's not that tanky. Infinity's going to fall. Smash. Gets the double kill. They force out the buyback from the Jug, but it's already too late. No Omni Slash and no Overgrowth. That silence not doing much. 21 Bloodstone charges. Still has the Aegis. Sora has to pop the Blade Fury. He's got nothing left in the tank except his right click at a Manta style. Pandago is just going to give his life away, and that is GG. Not today. End the day 2-1. After a rough start, they obliterate eHug. The South American squad, the hope of that entire continent as we move forward here, looking for maybe an invite TI4, TI5 rather, trying to get to the qualifiers, maybe get through there. They're looking solid in this first day. They're triple header. They finish up 2-1. They've put themselves at a very good spot to get to the playoffs here for Group C.